but I wanted to try this out. Maybe as like a Friday thing. Maybe on Fridays we do it 5 o'clock upload instead of 10 o'clock upload. This is something that I've wanted to do for a long time, but I just haven't taken a chance on it because I didn't want to deviate away from the 10 p.m. uploads. But of course, uploading this style of content, this type of content at 10 p.m. isn't really relevant information anymore. Of course, we're going to be breaking down today's NBA 11-game slate, taking a look at all the spreads, kind of giving my opinion on each one. Which way am I leaning? Which way am I, what teams I like, what teams I don't like, and just kind of giving it all out there in ramble format. So, that being said, if you're new to the channel and you're a fan of ASMR and ASMR gaming, that's what I do mostly here on this channel. But if you're into sports bets, sports in general, I do a good bit of sports content here as well. So hit that subscribe button. If you're already subscribed, thank you so much. Hit that like button before you sit back, relax, and enjoy. Okay, so we have 3 7 o'clock games, and again, I'm going to be very opinionated on some of these picks, and not very opinionated on others based on how confident I am, but I will try and say something about every single game. First game on the slate, Chicago Bulls at the Washington Wizards. Both teams are 1-0. Chicago Bulls picked up a road win against the Heat, and the Washington Wizards, I believe, picked up a road win against the Pacers. Now, based off of that fact alone, I'm confused why the Bulls are underdogs here. Obviously, the Heat are a much better team. A lot of people love the Miami Heat as a potential favorite in the Eastern Conference, but the Bulls are dealing with a little bit of injury. Zach LaVine's not playing, but I don't think that really matters. I still like this Bulls roster more than the Wizards roster, even at banged up a little bit. And plus, if they were able to get it done to the Heat, against the Heat, it just, I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Now, disclaimer: I don't hardly ever take, the spreads as is. I like to do alternate spreads. I like to do teases. So, I'm not really a value guy. I don't, take a lot of money line underdogs, stuff like that. What I would do, and what I've actually already done, is tease the Bulls with our next game. Actually, what I did was I took like Bulls +7, which was -200, and I parlayed it with like New Orleans Pelicans money line, and it actually came out to be close to even money, which I in my opinion is a very safe bet. But yeah, give me the Bulls. I would say give me the Bulls to win. If you want to get risky with it, or if you want to tease or throw them into a big parlay, an alternate spread into a big round robin parlay. I do love me some round robin parlays as well. Then definitely throw it in to. I would say Bulls +5 +6 +7 is very safe against the Wizards, who are not world beaters. Yeah, I would say that's my pick for that first game. Game number 2, the Pelicans, guys. I actually had the Pelicans +3 or whatever it was against the Nets last night or 2 nights ago. The Pelicans look good. The Pelicans look nasty. Zion is at full health. He seems to be in shape. He's going to be an outright machine. If the Pelicans roster wasn't so stacked, I would go out on a limb to say that he could be like MVP conversation. He'll probably be like comeback player of the year if I had to guess. Seeing as he didn't play much at all last year, if at all. I don't think he played even a single game last year, so I could see him making a case for comeback player of the year, but I feel like that's kind of cheating. It's kind of hard to put, somebody like him as comeback player of the year. Like that would be like Kawhi Leonard winning comeback player of the year, which is a very big possibility as well. Or John Wall. John Wall could also make a case at comeback player of the year. He looked really good last night too, against the Lakers. But Pelicans against the Hornets without LaMelo Ball, this seems like a no-brainer. They should win. Throw in that, the money line is minus 275, so you're giving up a lot of juice. But if you pair that with another minus 200, then you're at even money. In my opinion, the Pelicans money line feels like a free square at this point. You find that, pair it up with something else, and boom, you got a decent parlay there. The Hornets are pretty much like only relying on Terry Rozier, and they do have some decent scoring. That's a pretty high total. I would say the over is still kind of in play. If you wanted to tease the Pelicans in the over, I would tease the Pelicans in the over. It would be over 225 to 24 or something like that. I could see that being a possible outcome, but definitely the Pelicans. If I'm locking anyone on the slate, it's the Pelicans to win, I think. And don't quote me on that later, but because there might be a better lock, but the Pelicans to win, give me that for sure. Moving on, Spurs Pacers. Not much to say about this game. One prop I would like to do is Tyrese Halliburton. I feel like he's the only person on the Pacers team that is noteworthy, his name carries weight. You got Buddy Hield as well. I think his name is Chris Duarte. Is also a nice little scoring. He's almost comparable to a Joe Harris kind of player. Kind of a 3-and-D guy, but Tyrese Halliburton, I think his prop for points was 17.5. I would venture to say points, rebounds, assists would be in play. I just don't see anybody else doing much for this team. Also, apparently, the Pacers, Miles Turner got hurt in pregame warm-ups of opening night, and their backup center is 6'5". That's another thing. Oh gosh, I almost forgot. Jakob Poeltl, or Pirtle, however the heck you say his name. I'm a Utah fan. I still don't know how to pronounce his name. Former Utah Ute, but double-double for him was even money. His projections on rebounds and points are I think it's 12 points and 11 rebounds are his projections. So double-double, even money. I feel like that is a solid prop play for sure. If I was to lean one way or the other on the spread, I wouldn't touch this game for spread or picking an outright winner. But as far as props go for that game, give me Halliburton, either points or PRA, and Jakob to have a double-double. I like that a lot. Moving on, Boston Celtics, Miami Heat. Oh man, the Celtics looked really, really good. Game 1 against the 76ers, right? I think I had 76ers to win that game. Where is... They switched up the thing on me. Yeah, Boston 1-0, Miami 0-1. Do we really think Miami is going to go 0-2 to start the season at home too? That's bad. That's bad. But at the same time, the Celtics looked really good to start the season. Which is weird because last year they did not have too much success early on. I think it was after Christmas break that they really turned it on, and then of course they went to the Eastern Conference Finals. So if they can put together a solid first half of the season, if they can put it all together all year long, then the Celtics are probably going to be the 1 seed. Again, you never know with this. You never know. The Miami Heat could have a bounce back game. I'm not going to touch this game. It's just two really solid teams that I don't want to lean one way or the other. If I had to pick, I usually tend to favorites very often, and I'm trying to do better about that. I'm trying to kind of balance it out a little bit. You'll probably see me take just about every favorite on this board, though, because I just simply do not like any of the underdogs today, which is par for the course for me. You could almost call me a square better, but it is what it is. You know what, for that fact, I'll take the Miami Heat in this game. I'll take the Miami Heat, home underdog. I know they lost at home to the Bulls, and the Celtics are really good, but I think if there's an underdog that's going to win today, I'd say it's the Miami Heat. Moving on, Detroit Pistons, New York Knicks. Again, two teams that I don't really have too much of an opinion on. Knicks are favored by 7. What did they do to start the season? They lost, and the Pistons won, so that's interesting. The Knicks lost to the Grizzlies. That's right, I had the Grizzlies in that game. I think I had Grizzlies -2.5, and they won by 3, so that's actually really good. And let's see, the Pistons beat. That's right, the Pistons beat the Magic. Now, the Magic, we'll get to them later, but let's see what happened in this game. I want to see the box score for this game, the stats. Who did what for the Pistons? Bogdanovich had 35 minutes. Cade Cunningham had 35 minutes. Cade Cunningham had 18 points, 1 rebound, 10 assists, so he had a double-double. 10 assists for Cade Cunningham, that's awesome. That's awesome. Jaden Ivey had 3 steals. Jalen Duren had 3 blocks. So that rookie duo is actually filling in pretty nicely. Jalen Duren had 10 rebounds as well. Jalen Duren had 14 points, so Jalen Duren also had a double-double. And Jaden Ivey had 19 points, 4 assists, 3 steals. Sheesh. Okay. Alright. At least game 1. I mean, again, take it with a grain of salt. It was against the Magic. I was curious to know who was going to win that game because both teams are not in a good place. But also, both teams have been drafting a lot of young talent. Obviously, Paolo Banchero had a great first game against the Pistons. And as it seems, all of the Pistons, rookies and young talent, had pretty solid showings against the Magic. Bogdanovich with 24 points. That's crazy. That's crazy. And the Knicks, 7-point favorites at home. I don't know that I believe in this Knicks team anymore. 2 years ago, I would say yes. But now, not so much. Not so much. Let's see what they did in their home opener, or their season opener. I don't know why I keep saying home opener. Where is Knicks? Where? There it is. Okay. Knicks against the Grizzlies. Who did what here? Who did what again? 35 minutes out of Julius Randle, 24 points, 11 rebounds, 6 assists. We had a double-double. Fournier, Brunson had 15, 9, and 6. Brunson with almost a double-double. Borderline triple-double, flirting with a triple-double. Jalen Brunson, I hope he does well for the Knicks. I really do. Evan Fournier had 14. RJ Barrett had 11. RJ Barrett had 8 rebounds. Interesting. Cam Reddish played 28 minutes off the bench with 22 points. Wow. 22 points, 3 steals off the bench. Really, really hate the fact that the Hawks gave up Cam Reddish. I really do. Ja Morant had 34 and 9. Aldama, I don't even know who that is. 18 points, 11 rebounds. I'm assuming that's a Grizzlies rookie. 18 points, 11 rebounds. That's pretty impressive. All the rookies, from what I saw, did really well in opening night, which is crazy. If I had to pick this game, give me the Pistons. Give me the Pistons. I think they have more to prove. prove. I think they're looking to prove themselves. These young kids. You know, you got Ivy, Durin, and Kate Cunningham, literal kids. I mean, they're grown men, but I mean, jeez. Some of them, I mean, maybe I'm just getting old. I don't know. But I'd say that they're going to be looking to prove something, especially in Madison Square Garden. Give me the Pistons +7. Again, I never take straight bets. I would probably tease it to like +10. Then you're just hoping for, you know, a close 10-point game, 10 points or less. I would say Pistons. Give me the Pistons. I'm leaning Pistons in this. Maybe it's just me with wishful thinking. I don't know, but I want the Pistons to be good for all those rookies. I really do. Moving on, Orlando Magic and Atlanta Hawks. Oh, the Hawks, man, they look dangerous. Both. I was wondering what would happen with Trae Young and DeJounte Murray on the court at the same time, but oh my god, they looked so good. Both of them had double-doubles. I believe Trae Young, 13 assists, DeJounte Murray, 11 assists. That's 24 assists between the two of them. Trae Young, 23 points. Murray, 20 points. John Collins, 24 points. DeAndre Hunter, 22 points. They had 4 people, guys. 4 people drop 20 plus. That is insane. That is wild. That gives wishful thinking for the future of the Hawks franchise. Now, 9 points is a lot of points. But the Magic, I feel like the Magic always plays pretty closely, if I remember correctly. I think they're just one of those teams that I'm like, oh, the Hawks are playing the Magic, that's a free dub, and then I feel like it's always pretty competitive. Over-under is 225. The Hawks did not go over. They went under in game 1, or in their first game. I would say tease the Hawks down to like -4. You know, maybe an alternate spread of -4 is available at, you know, -200, 225 or something like that you can throw into a parlay. Maybe like you could do Hawks -4 with Pelicans -3, something like that. I wouldn't hate that. But give me the Hawks to win this game. Whether they win by double digits or not, I don't know. You look at the roster and you think yes. And the fact that we had 4 players score 20 plus. You know what? The more that I'm talking about it, the more I like -9. Give me Hawks -9. I'll take a straight bet. If anybody's going to win by double digits today, it's going to be the Hawks. I would guess. They are the largest spread on the slate, which is awesome. That's awesome to see as a Hawks fan. Do we think that DeJounte Murray and Trae Young are both going to have double-doubles tonight again? I don't know. It's definitely possible. Both of them facilitate very well. Both of them are going to score pretty much at will. I bet that there's a prop saying, you know, Hawks double-doubles, or Murray and Young to both have a double-double, and the Hawks to win is probably like +400 or something like that, which if you had taken that last game, you would probably have made even more. But anyways, give me the Hawks. Moving on, Raptors +2.5 versus the Nets -2.5. Or yeah, Raptors +2.5 at the Nets. 2.5 point favorites. This feels like another game where the Nets just fall flat. The Nets are terrible at home against the spread. When favored at home, they were like 8-35 or something like that last year when favored at home against the spread. The Raptors won their game 1, their season opener against Cavs, which I had Cavaliers plus 2.5, and they lost by 3. That was painful. On like a last-second bucket too. While the Raptors were already leading, I didn't understand why they took the shot, but they did. And yeah, give me the Raptors again. Give me the Raptors again. They're getting points against the Nets. I think they're the better all-around team. The Nets have Durant. Kyrie had a terrible shooting night. That's probably why they lost by so much against the Pelicans. Ben Simmons. I do like Ben Simmons. I still like Ben Simmons. Give me Ben Simmons PRA as far as a prop goes in this game. I will live and die by Ben Simmons PRA. He didn't get it in game 1, but I feel like he should get it game 2. He scored like 0 points, I think, in game 1, but he had, I think, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, something like that. So give me 10, 5, and 5, and that's 20 PRA. I believe his PRA is like somewhere around that. So, but yeah, that just terrible home record against the spread, for the Nets is glaring in this. And yeah, again, give me Raptors like +5, +7. I believe I took that in like a round robin or something like that. But yeah, that's what I will take there. Moving on, Grizzlies and Rockets. The Grizzlies only being 6.5 point favorites at the Rockets. I know that they're not 100%, but 6.5 doesn't seem that high. I'm not very high on the Rockets team. I don't think that they're that talented. Jalen Green, a lot of people, I had bad things to say about Jalen Green, or not bad things to say, but I wasn't very high on Jalen Green when I was doing my pack opening, my NBA, and if you haven't seen it, my NBA pack opening the other day, and some people said that I'm sleeping on Jalen Green, but 6.5 points is I feel like that's a proper line. I wouldn't lean one way or the other. Do I think the Rockets are gonna win? No. So I would probably say Grizzlies money line is a safe bet to throw into a 2-team parlay. Grizzlies money line with Pelicans money line. Again, I'm gonna keep going back to that Pelicans money line. I absolutely love the Pelicans tonight. But you never know when the Rockets are hitting. Man, they are hitting. They have a very powerful offense. The over is 232. You can tease Grizzlies in the over. You can honestly tease Rockets in the over, because if it's going over 232, I feel like they're covering 10 points. I don't know. The more I talk about it, the more I'll probably stay away from that game. If the Grizzlies were healthy, I would say all day Memphis Grizzlies, but I think Ja Morant has a great game. I think you take Ja Morant tonight if you're playing DFS. Maybe even Jalen Green if you're playing DFS. I love targeting these high over/under games in DFS. So give me Ja Morant, give me Jalen Green, give me who else? Maybe Jabari Smith Jr. could be in play tonight. I don't know how his first game was. Actually, let me look at that. I want to see what he did. I believe he did some pretty nice things. Jabari Smith Jr. played 33 minutes at 17.7 rebounds, 1 assist. Not bad at all. I think he's probably pretty cheap on FanDuel, but yeah, I'm not super confident. If I had to bet it, I would say Grizzlies money line. Ja Morant is the best player on the court, so just gonna put the ball in his hands and trust him with winning the game. Moving on, a big storyline. We have Jazz visiting the Timberwolves. Rudy Gobert getting a revenge game. I guess it's not really a revenge game when you get traded to a better team. It's more more so when you get traded to a worse team, that you have like a revenge game like Zubac last night. Man, Lakers traded him to the Clippers, and which actually, now that I say that out loud, the Clippers are definitely the better team, but maybe not so much at the time. But man, he got the revenge last night. He went crazy. But give me the Timberwolves. The Jazz actually stunned the Nuggets in the season opener. They're 1-0, but apparently they shot the lights out. They were shooting like over 50% against the Nuggets, which I just see as a fluke. You know, sometimes teams get hot. They have a hot night, and it was just the Jazz's night. I don't know what to tell you, but I don't see Rudy Gobert losing their first game against the Jazz. I feel like the Jazz, I could get the feeling that he maybe felt unappreciated in Utah. I don't know. They blew it. Man, the Jazz blew it up. They truly blew it up. They traded Donovan Mitchell. They traded Rudy Gobert. I was not expecting that at all. I mean, they truly blew it up. And so I feel like Donovan Mitchell, and that would leave a bad taste in my mouth if I was Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert. So give me the Timberwolves to win this game. I don't see the Jazz going 2-0. Obviously, I'm saying give me the Timberwolves to win the game. They're minus 330. Do they cover an 8-point spread? Again, I'm not a straight bettor, so give me -4, -4.5, -3.5. Those shorter, smaller spreads are more favorable. And then parlay it with something. I like that more. The team total is a little high, 227.5. If it's a blowout, if the Jazz are just simply not scoring, which I could see them having a regression from last night, then or 2 nights ago, then the under could be in play. Maybe tease Timberwolves in the under. I don't like that. I don't hate that. But yeah, that's what I would do there. Moving on, we have the Nuggets visiting the Warriors. The Warriors are too deep. They're just too deep. -200 is really good for parlays. The Warriors' depth is insane. The Nuggets, again, got shocked. Got upset in a bad way against the Utah Jazz. Game 1. I love the Nuggets as a team. I think Jamal Murray probably sits this game, though, due to, just precaution on his injury. Let me see if he's got a game time decision tag on him. Let me see. He might have already been ruled out. Yeah, he's still game time decision. Also, Jokic's game time decision could, if you get those in before they get ruled out, if they get ruled out, this is going to go to like 10 plus. And honestly, I don't see it mattering. They could very well lose by 10, even with them playing. So, give me the Warriors. Tease the Warriors. Warriors money line. Whatever you want to do. Maybe even Warriors straight up -5. Maybe buy a point to make it -4. Yeah, give me the Warriors. It's feels like a no-brainer there. And then Suns, last game, Suns at Trailblazers. The Suns pulled off a crazy comeback. They were down like 20, I think, to somebody. Who did they play? It was the Trailblazers, I thought, right? They lost to the Trailblazers. Am I imagining things? The Suns. Yeah, no, sorry. They came back and beat the Mavericks. That's right. They were down like, I think, 22 points. Suns rallied from 22 points down to beat Mavericks 107-105. If they can do that, but this Trailblazers team is sneaky. This Trailblazers team is sneaky. I forgot that they got Jeremy Grant in the offseason. I forgot all about that. They beat the Kings at home. I was on the Kings for game one, or for opening night. I was on the Kings, and they got the dub over the Kings. Don't sleep on this Trailblazers team, man. Damian Lillard's back. Considerably, or hopefully completely healthy. He doesn't have a game time decision on a tag for tonight, which is good. Anthony Simons, Josh Hart, Jeremy Grant, Yusuf Nurkic. That's a pretty solid, well-rounded squad. It's just hard for me to bet against the Suns. And I know that I've taken a lot of favorites, but I feel like you gotta take the Suns. -200 and -200 Golden State and Phoenix. That could be a great late night parlay. Pair them together. You got plus money. They're definitely the better of the two teams in those two games. It's just whether or not they come out and perform is the question. But that's everything. That's all the games. That's all 11 games. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yep, okay. All the games were on here. Yeah, I'm so happy to have NBA back. Again, props that I like tonight. Players, specific players that I like tonight. Give me Jakob Poeltl in this game. Wow, the way that I'm pretty sure the line changed here. It was like Spurs plus 2.5, wasn't it? What happened? Did something happen? Somebody get ruled out, maybe? Or ruled in? Oh, yeah, I think... No, Miles Turner was already ruled out. I'm not sure. Give me Jakob Poeltl. Very high total. Two teams that I don't have much faith in this year at all. Give me Jakob and give me Zion until he is like properly priced. I don't even know what his price is on FanDuel, but I feel like you just gotta ride the hot hand, and he dominated the opening night. He dominated. DeRozan, oh my God, DeRozan had like 60-something fantasy points. Give me DeRozan again in a 222.5 tight spread too. Who else would I like? Who else would I target in DFS? Scotty Barnes could be good. I think he had like an off first half or off first night. I think he's probably like 7K or something on FanDuel. I don't know his exact prices. Ben Simmons might be a little bit cheaper. I like this game as far as a stack game. What else? Ja Morant and Jalen Green. Like I said earlier, Ja Morant, Jalen Green would be really good stack for that game. 232 total is crazy. What else? Rudy Gobert could be nice to have. Rudy Gobert though is probably only center eligible, and I think I'd rather have Poeltl instead of Gobert, just for a little bit cheaper. Yeah, and maybe Jokic if he plays. Jokic is actually power forward eligible this year on FanDuel, which is crazy. But yeah, I haven't really looked at FanDuel. I haven't looked at DFS that much, but I definitely wanted to come on here and just kind of give my outlook on certain games. If you guys like this video, if you guys enjoy this video, leave a like, comment down below. I want to hear from you guys if you disagree with any of my picks. Again, I didn't take that many underdogs. We got Bulls as an underdog. Now that I'm looking back at it, Spurs, give me the Spurs, simply because I don't know. I'm already on Poeltl, double, and give me the Spurs in that. I know they're underdogs. Give me the Raptors, just because the Nets at home have a terrible record against the spread when they're favored. underdogs. Everybody else should be safe. Wins, I would say. My favorite play though is Pelicans money line, paired with whatever your other favorite would be. Oh, the Pistons. Pistons +7. I do like the Pistons as underdogs as well. Forgot to throw them in there. But you could do Pelicans money line with Warriors money line, and you got plus money. So yeah, again, bet responsibly. If you are going to bet responsibly, have fun, do it for entertainment purposes. As always, that's what I do. I do not bet for money. I bet for entertainment. So definitely keep that in mind. But leave me a comment down below. Let me know who you're on, and I'll see you all in the next one.